In this video, we are going to tell you what nobody tells you about Budapest. Those truths we only discovered by traveling, and that will save you from a lot of surprises and a lot of money. We love Budapest, but the postcard image hides a reality that is good for you to know before boarding. We are going to talk about the confusion of the currency and the exchange scams, the hidden costs, the areas and traps to avoid, the customs that surprise, the difference between Buda and Pest, the harsh climate and the touristy food traps. All based on what we really lived through over there, so you arrive prepared and enjoy with peace of mind. Let us go. The first truth is about the currency and the exchange scams, and this one catches a lot of people. Hungary is part of Europe, but it does not use the euro. The local currency is the Hungarian forint, and the values are scary at first because you deal with huge numbers, which confuses you when calculating. And here is where the danger lies. The exchange offices spread around the center, mainly near the attractions, offer terrible rates and many trick the tourist with fine print and hidden commissions. The cash machines of touristy companies, those very flashy ones, charge very high fees and even offer an on-the-spot conversion that seems good but is a robbery. Our golden tip is to always withdraw at the cash machines of real banks and refuse the automatic conversion, always paying in the local currency. The second truth is about the hidden costs. Budapest is cheap, but it has traps. The worst of all is the scam of the women who approach tourists, mainly men who are alone, in some nightlife areas. They invite you for a drink at a bar, and in the end an absurd bill arrives of hundreds of dollars, with security guards ready to force the payment. Run from any approach like this on the street. Another trick is the bread service and the water. At many restaurants, that bread that arrives at the table is not free, and when you ask for water, they bring the expensive bottle, so always specify if you want tap water. And keep an eye on menus without prices, mainly in very touristy places. The third truth is about safety and areas to avoid. Budapest is, in general, a very safe city, and you can walk peacefully around most of the city, even at night. The problem, as in every European capital, is the pickpocket, common on crowded public transport, at the busy metro stations, and in the crush of the Great Market Hall. Be extra careful with your bag and phone in these places. And the main caution is with the taxis. Many drivers trick the tourist, take detours, and charge absurd amounts. The tip is to always call the car through an app or ask the restaurant to call an official taxi. Never take one parked on the street near the attractions. The fourth truth is about the customs that surprise. The Hungarian may seem reserved and serious at first contact, but once you break the ice, he shows himself warm and helpful. One thing that shocks visitors is the toast. Hungarians traditionally do not toast with beer by clinking the glasses, because of an old historical episode, so do not be surprised if no one touches the beer glasses. Another good surprise is the culture of the thermal baths, which is part of their life, where people of all ages spend hours relaxing and chatting inside the hot water, even in the freezing winter. And there is a detail that confuses almost everyone: the water. When you ask for water at a restaurant, pay attention, because they will ask if you want it sparkling or still, and often the default option is the sparkling one, which comes in a bottle that is charged for. If you want tap water, which over there is drinkable and good, you need to ask very clearly. On the other hand, prepare your heart for the beauty of the historic cafes. Do not be surprised if a simple coffee turns into a luxurious experience. Inside halls with golden ceilings, mirrors, and crystal chandeliers that look more like palaces than coffee shops. And a final warning about the hours. Many smaller shops and neighborhood establishments close earlier and reduce their hours on Sundays. So do not count on everything being open all the time, mainly outside the touristy areas. Planning your shopping and meals with this in mind avoids that frustration of arriving and finding the door closed. And speaking of choosing well where to stay to escape the more problematic areas and be close to everything, this is a decision that changes your trip. We created this personalized map, which explains exactly which is the best area, away from the chaos and close to the attractions. By staying in this area, in District 5, you cannot go wrong. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed in and highly recommend, including a hotel in District 5 where we stayed for an incredible price, super well located, safe, and just a few minutes walk from the Parliament and the Danube. We saved a lot with that choice. The fifth truth is about the difference between Buda and Pest, which many people do not understand before arriving. Budapest was born from the union of two separate cities split by the Danube River, and they have totally different personalities. Buda, on the west side, is the high part, full of green hills, calm, historic, and residential, with the castle, the fisherman bastion, and the most beautiful views. And Pest, on the east side, is the flat part, lively and modern, where the heart of the city is the Parliament, the avenues, the restaurants, the shopping, and the nightlife. Understanding this completely changes your planning, because most of the action is in Pest, and that is why we recommend staying on that side. The sixth truth is about the climate, and this one catches a lot of people off guard. The Hungarian winter between December and February is harsh. The temperature is frequently below freezing, the sky is gray, and the days are very short, so bring really heavy clothes if you go at that time. The good part of winter are the magical Christmas markets and the steaming thermal baths, which become even more special in the cold. On the other hand, the summer between July and August can be hot and muggy, with the city full of tourists. That is why we always recommend visiting in spring or autumn, when the weather is more pleasant and the city breathes better. The seventh truth is about the touristy food traps. The streets around the Váci Street and the most famous attractions are full of restaurants with menus in 10 languages and staff calling you at the door. Run from those. The food is usually expensive and mediocre, and some of these places are known for inflating the bill. Another trap is ordering the goulash expecting a thick stew, when in Hungary it is a soup, so know what you are ordering. The real and cheap Hungarian food is at the neighborhood restaurants and the market stalls, where the Hungarians themselves eat. A golden rule is simple. If the place has a photo of the food on the menu and someone calling you at the door, keep walking and look for a calmer street. Speaking of good food and tours, in the video description and here in the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the biggest tour site in the world, and it has practically everything there. Everything for the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to put together your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets for all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed in, cheap car rental, and the global account. And the links already contain automatic discounts. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. And for those who are new here on the channel, a very warm welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here to the channel and like the video, which helps us a lot. To wrap up, 4 final tips of mental preparation. First, go with an open mind and accept that Budapest is a mix of imperial grandeur and faded charm. And that is exactly what makes it fascinating. Second, plan the thermal baths and the busiest attractions for early morning, escaping the crowds. Third, always pay in the local currency and be suspicious of any exchange that is too good, because the scam lives in the details. And fourth, set aside some time to simply walk without rush along the bank of the Danube at dusk, because that is the soul of Budapest and it would be a crime not to live this. If you liked the video, like it, and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.